You've probably been told that growing a big audience, going viral, and getting more views will make monetization easy. Well, what if I told you there are creators out there with massive audiences who are struggling to get by, and there are also smaller creators out there making $10, $50, even $100,000 per month because they understand something that most people don't. And when I finally understood this, I was able to go from being a burnt out creator, working 20 hours a week outside my 9-to-5 job, to being able to quit my job, make anywhere between $10,000 and $20,000 per month, and have the freedom and autonomy to work wherever I want in the world with people that I genuinely love to serve. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly what that is and give you an 8-step process that you can implement today to monetize a small audience and even start making money on YouTube from day one. Now, I want to tell you a quick story about how I fell into this subscriber trap myself. A few years ago, I was working in a factory as an engineer for this massive corporate company. Every day, I'd wake up and dread the day ahead. I'd wake up and go to work for a 7 a.m. meeting, sit in 45 minutes of traffic, and clock in like a cog in the machine. And I felt trapped. Every hour stretched on for eternity. The work was uninspiring, repetitive, and it left me feeling like I was just wasting my potential. I watched my coworkers settle into the routine, accepting it as their reality, but I just couldn't. I knew I had more to offer the world. I just had no idea how to break free. I wanted more. I wanted to build something for myself, and I really craved freedom. But at the time, that just felt like a distant dream, one that I had no roadmap to reach. So I started trying everything to get out of this situation, selling clothes and shoes on eBay and Facebook Marketplace, learning how to code so that I could sell an app. Nothing was working though, and I could never find a real strategy that would replace my 6-figure income. It felt like the system was designed to keep me trapped. And as I was looking for outlets, I found YouTube and fell in love with it. I saw these big YouTubers like Casey Neistat and Peter McKinnon and Mr. Beast making millions of dollars, and I thought, that's it. That is what I'm going to do to escape. So I started up my YouTube channel and I started making content for the first time ever. I thought if I could just grow an audience, make videos that get a ton of views, I could escape. That would be my ticket. I could get sponsorships, brand deals, maybe I'd even sell digital products or merch in the future. So I started investing in the best equipment. I started learning how to edit videos. I started learning all the best storytelling techniques, strategies, and tactics. And I probably spent 20 hours a week plus outside of my 9-to-5 job on YouTube just trying to get that one video that would change everything for me. And at first, I wasn't very good and I wasn't getting any views, of course, but I kept pushing through. I thought, I just need that one. And that's what all these viral growth gurus were telling me at the time. So I kept spending more time and more money and more energy throwing myself, making content and publishing to YouTube. And after a few months, something shocking happened. I had just spent another 10, 20 hours editing a single video. I uploaded it to YouTube and it went completely viral. Views were flooding in, people were engaging and commenting like crazy, and within a week it had over 200,000 views. And I thought, this is it, I did it. And I was so pumped, I thought I'd finally be able to escape the rat race. But there was just one problem. I checked my email, I looked at my YouTube AdSense account, and I realized I had made a total of $0 from that video. I had nothing to show for it. I had spent hundreds, if not thousands of hours trying to reach this goal, and when I finally did it, I realized my entire approach was completely backwards, and there was no way that this was a sustainable strategy to leave my job. So I had to go back to the drawing board and just rethink everything. A few months later, I ran into this guy on the internet who told me he could help me, but it wasn't gonna be free. And at the time, I had never paid a coach or a mentor from the internet, so I was scared I'd get scammed. I'd also never seriously invested in myself other than putting money into my retirement fund that everybody told me to invest in. But I wanted out of that situation more than anything. So I thought, screw it, I'm gonna give this a chance. And I made my first 4-figure investment and I just went all in. And what that mentor told me truly changed my life forever. He told me this: it starts with the offer. And that is when I realized that getting attention and going viral and growing a big audience is completely meaningless without a clear offer and monetization strategy. And by not having these things in place, my time, my energy, my effort, it was all for nothing. And at first, I thought I didn't have anything to offer. The only skill I had was editing from the hundreds of hours I spent on my own video. So I offered a creator I met at this conference to edit his videos for free. And he saw my YouTube videos, he thought they were pretty good, so he accepted. And I spent 20 to 30 hours editing a video for this channel with about 400,000 subscribers at the time. I sent him the video and then something shocking happened. He paid me $300. And that was the first time I ever got paid for doing anything online. And it wasn't much, but it was progress in my eyes. So as I started editing more and making some more money from it, I realized I was spending 20, 30 hours a week editing and only getting paid a few $100s a month. Still not nearly enough to escape my 6-figure 9-to-5 job. And at that point, I had transitioned from being an engineer into a marketing role within the company. So in my day job, I started to learn marketing and sales. And eventually, I started making offers around that. I remember I made an offer to this one girl I met on Twitter, $100 for an hour consultation with me about marketing. And to my surprise, she actually paid me. And as soon as I got paid that $100 for an hour of being on a call with someone, I realized how much more leverage that offer had versus spending 20, 30 hours editing videos. I thought, this is it. This is what I want to do. And as I got more experience in marketing and sales in my day job, I started making more offers online around that. And I started getting pretty good at making offers. Then I started to help other creators make leveraged offers for themselves. And within a year, I've been able to help over a dozen different content creators launch and scale their offers, helping them generate anywhere between $10,000 and $50,000 in a single month. And by doing this, I was able to quit my 9-to-5 job and finally get to live the life I only dreamed about a year ago. Now I run an online marketing agency consulting business where I get to work with some of the best creators and coaches in the world and help them create offers, monetize their audience, build communities and digital products, and high-ticket coaching consulting offers. So you might be asking at this point, how do I actually create an offer? So here is the step-by-step play. So step number 1 is defining who you're actually going to serve. Pick one specific person and ask yourself, who is your ideal client/customer? What do they desperately want? What keeps them up at night? If you help 9-to-5ers break into real estate, for example, your ideal client isn't all inspiring investors, it's overworked professionals who want to replace their income with real estate but don't have the time, capital, or knowledge to get started. Here you want to be sure to be hyper specific about deciding who you're actually going to help. Step number 2 is defining that person's dream outcome. What does life look like after they get your solution? How do they feel once they have it, right? Before, they were stuck in a 9-to-5, barely saving, feeling like they'll never escape the rat race. After, confidently investing in real estate, replacing their salary, and having the freedom to quit their job without years of trial and error. Step number 3 is to identify the pain points and the problems that are stopping them from getting to their dream outcome. What are their top problems stopping them from achieving their goals? What have they tried in the past that hasn't worked for them or didn't work for them in the past? Why aren't they able to achieve their dream outcome? Step number 4 is to determine the time frame and delivery model of your offer. How long will it take you to help them achieve your dream outcome? What are the exact steps they need to take to get to their outcome? How will you deliver the outcome to them? Will it be a done-for-you service, a done-with-you coaching or consulting program, or a do-it-yourself online course or digital product? Step number 4 is to package your offer with leverage. And instead of charging for your time, create a scalable system like done-with-you coaching where you have live calls, mentorship, and access to experts. Done-for-you resources like pre-vetted deal sources, funding connections, and legal templates for our real estate example. Automated digital training, that's step-by-step roadmaps to close deals fast. Step number 6 is you want to price based on value, not effort. So price your offer based on the transformation that you give, not the hours of time that you spend giving the solution or that you put in to the actual product within the offer. If I can help you replace a $75K salary in 12 months, is paying $5K actually that expensive? No, it's a 6-figure skill set at a fraction of the cost of a full college degree. And a pro tip is if your prices don't make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, you're probably charging too little. Step number 7 is to sell through a simple and repeatable system. And I like to do this in a 3-phase framework. Step number 1 is to attract. We attract people through short-form content on Instagram and long-form content on YouTube. Step number 2 is to nurture your audience and to build trust. We do this through building free communities on platforms like School. We do this through building email lists so that they're getting continuous value from you and they're getting emails from you. This is how you build value over time and build trust to eventually get the sale. Step number 3 is to actually make the conversion and convert them into paying customers or clients. We do this through calls and workshops and DMs and sales pages. Step number 8 is to make your offer a no-brainer yes. Show how your offer saves them time instead of takes them time. Eliminate the uncertainty by making the process very simple to understand. Give them proof that this works for people just like them. And make the cost of not taking your offer feel bigger than the offer itself. You have 2 options. Keep trading time for money at your job, hoping one day you'll have enough saved, or start building real estate assets today that give you passive income for life. This is our real estate example. So after you walk through these 8 steps, you'll be able to create a no-brainer offer that will sell like crazy. And when you start with the offer, you can point people towards your sales system from the very first video that you upload. And this is how you can break free from being on the content hamster wheel, posting every day and not making any money from it. And this is how you can make money on YouTube from day one, because it's not about the views, it's about the offer. And I only wish I would have known this before spending 6 months of my life focusing on building an audience and not focusing on building my own offer. Because if you're building an audience of people without an offer, you might just be building the wrong audience. And this is exactly how we've helped creators like Gabe go from making just a few $1,000s per month in course sales to building a multi-6-figure coaching consulting business in just a few months. Or people like Tay, who's a finance creator who we helped build a premium coaching consulting business where we generated multiple 5 figures in just a few months after working with us. Or people like Antonio, who we took from scratch to getting 10 plus high ticket clients just within the first few months of working with us. Or even people like Ensimo, who's a fitness creator coach, go from making just a few $1,000s per month with a low ticket membership to making multiple 5 figures per month consistently every month, and dozens of creators just like them. So if you're tired of grinding away at content with no offer in these old school monetization strategies, and you've been chasing views and engagement and sponsorships, and you actually want to build a fun, profitable digital empire that gives you more freedom, time, and autonomy in your life, then go below this video and apply for a free one-on-one game call plan with me, where I will walk you through the exact roadmap that you can start taking action on today. So thank you for watching this video. I hope this helps you understand the power of creating your own offers. And again, if you want a roadmap where I will personally help your monetization strategy, just like I've done for dozens of other creators and coaches, apply for a call with me below, and I'll talk to you soon.